Alright, so just going over a few things with handwriting. Just so you know, for the dictation, just to clarify, we are only using 3 different notes. We are using mi, sol, and la. Mi, sol, la, low, middle, high. It's generally good practice to just practice drawing the note heads at first. So I think good practice would be to just draw 4 mi's in a row. And then draw 4 sols in a row. And then 4 las in a row. Alright, now the trickiest thing that got us was actually note stems. So what I like to do to make sure that my note stems are the right length is I like to draw them from the top down. So for me, the note stem is going to end right at this line. So I'm going to start at that line and draw it down. I'll try it again, right here. This is all good stuff to practice on your own. So we start at that line, draw it all the way down. For sol, you're going to start at the top line and go down. And then for la, you're going to go a little bit above the line. Not too much. All right. Now if your note stems go just a little bit too high, that will actually be taken off for. So if your stems for mi are that high, that would be points off. That's how particular it has to be. Alright, let's talk about eighth notes. So for eighth notes, say that we're doing 2 eighth notes on sol. First you draw the 2 note heads. Then you draw the note stems from the top down, and then you can draw the beam right here. Alright, I like to do the beam last to make sure that it's nice and even. Alright, just a few more things that I think got a few people. One of the biggest issues is if we're not able to tell what note you've written. So for example, if you meant to write mi right here, but you accidentally moved your pencil too far and you crossed that line right there, then now I can't tell what that note is. Is it below the line or is it on the line? So make sure that you don't cross the lines. Same thing if you're drawing la right here. Make sure that it's right centered on the line. If you draw it too high, like that, even though it's still touching the line, check it out. It looks a little bit like you're drawing it in this space here. And that would be points off because I can't tell, did you draw it on this line or this space? Which note is it supposed to be? Alright, so be very particular about that. All of this stuff is really good to practice on your own, and I've included a piece of staff paper just so you can practice your musical handwriting. Even if you think you already have it down, I would recommend practicing it anyways, because a lot of times the issue for us is not whether or not we're able to do it right, but whether or not we're able to do it fast enough, right? Because a lot of us right now really have to make sure that everything is totally correct, and we have to go really slow like that. And that's fine for now, but once we get going with dictation, it might be a good idea to make sure that we can do this nice and quickly. And also, I should mention, I'm doing this through a camera, so this is a little bit sloppier than what I would normally do, right? But keep practicing it so that you can write very quickly. That way, you don't have to focus so much on your handwriting in between the times that I'm playing for the dictation. Feel free to email me with any more questions, and anything about handwriting, you can absolutely ask me or Mr. Holland, I'm sure. And yeah, thank you and good luck.